Hey guys, it's been a little bit since I've made a video, and that's because I've been in Europe exploring the amazing terrain of Germany and Spain. So I wanted to start this off. Just got back a couple days ago from Europe, and I want to tell you about something that I bought, and it is the Fuji XT1. It's a camera I've been looking into for a long time now. And the main reason is because I wanted to find something that maybe could replace my 5D3 for weddings. Big task, very big task. And did it replace it? Not yet. It definitely hasn't replaced it yet. And so I'm going to tell you about this camera, what I like about it and what I don't like about it, and if I'm going to keep it. So planning for my Europe trip a couple months ago, I wanted a camera that I could bring that wasn't going to be heavy like my 5D3, and I wouldn't have to lug around all the lenses, and also because it's really expensive. I didn't want to lose it or possibility of it getting stolen. So I looked into the Fujis, and I looked into the XT1 for a very long time. And then I bought it. Bought it with a 35mm lens, which is this one on here, as well as the Rokinon 12mm. Very wide lens. And so I'm going to tell you a couple things about this lens and the body, and also the Rokinon that I love. I love the form factor. I think that's the biggest thing. The reason I bought this was because it's really light and it fits in my hand really nicely. I can seriously pick it up with like a pinky if I wanted. It's really cool. I just didn't want to have to lug around my 5D3 everywhere I went in Europe. And so, and again, the reason I bought it was the possibility of maybe replacing my 5D3 for my wedding work and everything else I do. So now that I got back from Europe, I already had 2 weddings. Been very busy. Sorry I have not been updating my videos. Trust me, I'm still here. I just need a couple more weeks and I'll be good to go for the winter to create a bunch of fun stuff. So I brought this along to 2 weddings I just shot, and I kind of just went from my 5D3 to the Fuji every once in a while I was shooting portraits or while I was shooting the ceremony, reception, bridal party, everything you can imagine. And my impression of it is it's a beautiful camera. It works well, and the images it produces they're really beautiful. However, and I think it could just be because of the Fuji 35mm lens. I've heard and read a little bit about it, but the focusing isn't quite there yet. I know that they upgraded it a lot with this Fuji XT1 versus their other cameras, but it's still not there yet. And I'm comparing this to my 5D3's focusing with L lenses and so forth. When I want to focus on something, specifically, let's say a bride and a couple or anything in a wedding, I wanted to focus, not have to search for it, lock on, and take the picture. I think focus is very critical. I've kind of talked about this in some of my videos. If it's out of focus, the image, and I come home and I look at it, I throw it away. There's no way to fix an out of focus image. There is a way to fix an underexposed and overexposed image, but out of focus images, you can't really do anything with them. So that's very critical for me when I'm looking at a new camera body. So with this lens and this camera body, I wasn't very satisfied with the focusing for weddings. Everything else, it was perfect. In Europe, shooting landscape photos, stuff of my family and friends, doing short portrait work, I really liked it. I think the images it produces are beautiful. This specific body has a 16 megapixel crop sensor, and it's great. I haven't shot on a crop body for a very long time. I've had the 5D Classic, 5D2, and 5D3 all full frame. And everybody complains that they don't want to go to Fuji or something because of the crop body or the crop sensor. And I'll tell you right now, it's a beautiful thing. It works great. There's nothing to complain about. It still produces amazing depth of field, shot wide open, and I had no issues with it at all. The sensor's a little small, you can see in there, but it does the job. So will this replace my 5D3 for my wedding work? No, not yet. In fact, I might even give this back. I might sell it. I really like it, but I can't justify spending $1,200 on just the body and then buying a whole nother arsenal of lenses yet. I think Fuji is on the way to something really good, but I don't think they're quite there yet, or at least they're not there for me. And they could be for you. Definitely try a camera out. It's a beautiful thing. It does some amazing things. It obviously can shoot 8 frames per second, which is super quick. 5D3 can't do that. But other things I like about it, the pop-down screen, that's a really cool thing because you can shoot on the ground or you can shoot really high up. I wish the 5D3 had that. Has Wi-Fi built in, and when I was in Europe, I would just click the Wi-Fi button, hook it up to my phone, and be able to control everything from focus to taking the photo. So I'd set it up on a tripod, run over in front of the camera and take photos of me and my sister and my brother. That was beautiful. I really like that. It was a cool thing. I really want this camera to work for me. I just don't think it's quite there yet. So I'm going to say no, it's not ready. Like I've said before, it's not ready for me. If you're going to use this, though, for like portrait work or landscape specifically, or anything other than maybe weddings where it's just high pace and I need images to be produced and quick and fast and now, then it can definitely work for you. But I think I'm going to give it a no for now. And move on and continue to use my 5D3 because I know it works and it works really well. So let's dig into the computer and I'm going to show you some photos I took with it. Oh, actually, this was the wedding I shot yesterday. And I shot it with the XT1 and the Rockin' 12 millimeter lens, very wide angle lens. It's really sharp. It's an f2 lens, 12 millimeter f2. It's a really cool lens. I really like it and I'm going to miss it if I give it back. So let's dive in here and see what we got.